In an era where the unforgiving nature of the boxing world often discards those who falter, Daniel Dubois has emerged as a beacon of resilience, challenging the very essence of the status quo. Initially hailed as the next great contender, Dubois faced significant setback against Joe Joyce, a defeat compelled by the harsh judgments of critics who labeled him a quitter, despite the severity of his injury, a broken orbital bone. Undeterred by the whispers of doubt, Dubois embarked on a journey of redemption, clawing his way back into the rankings of top contender. His first world title shot against the esteemed lineal champion Alexander Usyk ended in disappointment, prompting many to dismiss his chances of ever capturing a world title. Yet Dubois' spirit remained unbroken. He vanquished Jarrell Miller, and then as an underdog, defied expectations by defeating a highly touted Filip Hrgovic in a stunning upset. These victories set the stage for his latest challenge against Anthony Joshua, who was on a comeback 4-fight win streak and in peak form. Entering the ring as a 4-1 underdog, Dubois once again demonstrated the unpredictable nature of boxing, where the script is never set in stone. In a breathtaking display, he stopped Joshua, reminding the world that in the theater of the unexpected, one should never write off a fighter with heart and determination of a champion. Parker's journey is a tale of retribution and unwavering resolve. After claiming the vacant WBO world title with a victory over Andy Ruiz, he successfully defended his crown twice before facing consecutive defeats at the hands of Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte. These setbacks saw him tumble down the rankings, yet Parker's indomitable spirit refused to waver. Determined to reclaim his place among the elite, he embarked on a 6-fight win streak, including back-to-back victories over the ever so rugged Derek Chisora. His resurgence seemed to set the stage for another world title challenge, but fate dealt him a harsh blow with the tough stoppage loss to Joe Joyce in the 11th round. Despite this, Parker's self-belief remained unshaken. He embarked on another 5-fight win streak, culminating in an upset victory over Deontay Wilder. Entering the ring as an underdog against Zhilei Zhang, Parker faced the grueling battle, enduring multiple knockdowns, yet through sheer determination and resilience, he emerged victorious, proving that the path to redemption is paved with perseverance and an unyielding belief in one's destiny. If ever there were a convergence of retributive paths, it is found in the clash between Dubois and Parker. This narrative is woven from the threads of two warriors who once reached the summit of the boxing world, only to experience the precipitous fall from grace. Yet within the depths of the hearts, both found the fortitude to claw their way back toward the pinnacle. Dubois, steadfast in his resolve, seeks to solidify his place atop the heavyweight division, a tale to his ever-reaching pursuit of greatness. Meanwhile, Parker, driven by the burning desire to reclaim his former glory, aims to etch his name in history as a 2-time heavyweight world champion. The impending collision is a profound meeting of wills, where the spirit of redemption and the quest for legacy intertwine in the timeless arena of human endeavor. Daniel Dubois embodies the archetype of a power puncher, a reputation well earned through his impressive record of 22 victories, all but one ending in a stoppage. Towering at 6'5" and weighing in at up to 248 pounds, Dubois is an imposing figure who uses his considerable size to dominate the ring. His strength lies in his ability to engage aggressively, thriving in mid to close range where he can unload his full arsenal. Far from being just a brute force, Dubois is a craftsman with solid fundamentals. He operates behind a strong jab, a tool that not only disrupts his opponents, but also sets the stage for his devastating right hand. While he may appear somewhat stiff, his technique is sound, maintaining proper hand placement, balance, and utilizing footwork to maneuver in and out of striking distance. What truly sets Dubois apart is his knack for combination punching. When in a pocket, he seamlessly strings together punches with power in both hands, adding a layer of complexity to his offensive strategy. His style predominantly forward-moving, constantly pressing the action and dictating the pace of the fight.
Ever the opportunist, Dubois prioritizes offense, always seeking a perfect moment to land his power punches and break his adversaries.
Joseph Parker stands out in the heavyweight division with his remarkable balanced approach, blending offense and defense into a cohesive fighting style. Unlike many of his peers who lean heavily on one aspect, Parker's game is a harmonious mix of both. His quick hand and solid footwork are a rare asset for a heavyweight, allowing him to outpace most opponents and strike with precision before swiftly maneuvering out of harm's way. Parker's technical fundamentals are the cornerstone of his style. He wields a sharp jab to dictate distance and orchestrate his combinations, skillfully mixing up his punches to unsettle his opponent's defenses and disrupt the rhythm. Once he finds his range, Parker's fluid combinations take over, transitioning effortlessly between head and body to keep his adversaries guessing. One of Parker's strongest assets is his adaptability. He possesses the keen ability to adjust his strategy on the fly, tailoring his approach to exploit the weaknesses of any opponent he faces. This versatility, combined with the speed and technical skills, make him a dynamic and challenging competitor in the ring. The upcoming clash promises to be a classic dual puncher versus boxer. Dubois, likely taking on the role of the aggressor, will leverage his youth and durability to relentlessly pursue Parker throughout the night. To keep the charging Dubois at bay, Parker must rely on his swift jab and agile movement. Dubois has previously struggled against a strong jab, as seen in his loss to Joyce, and had difficulty with the speed of Usyk. Therefore, Parker needs to fight smart, preventing Dubois from setting his feet or finding his rhythm. With Dubois' defense not being the most sophisticated, Parker will need to capitalize on the openings with the speed and precision, establishing counters to deter the Juggernaut's advance. Parker, however, has faced challenges against pressure fighters. Joyce, for instance, took Parker's best shots and fired back with his own. Dubois, being a more dynamic puncher, could land even harder blows if he can match Joyce's durability. When Parker faced Wilder, he succeeded by pushing the smaller man back to control the pace, whereas Zhang, he was knocked down but managed to edge his way out by outworking him. For Dubois, cutting off the ring and maintaining pressure is crucial. He could not allow Parker to dictate the pace, as Parker could exploit the distance to pot shot from the outside. Dubois must stay defensively vigilant, keeping his hands up each time he opens up to attack. Ultimately, the fight will hinge on whether Dubois can enforce a high-tempo battle, or if Parker could slow the action enough to create breathing room and turn it into a strategic boxing match. In the grand theater of this matchup, the contest unfolds as a tale of two distinct narratives. On one hand, Dubois may unleash a tempestuous onslaught in the initial 6 rounds, seeking to overwhelm Parker with sheer force and vigor. On the other, Parker, embodying resilience and strategic acumen, might endure the early storm, gradually asserting his mastery to outmaneuver Dubois on the scorecards in the second half. Dubois, buoyed by the momentum of his career-defining win against Joshua, stands at a crossroads. His aspirations for a rematch with Usyk loom large, yet they must not eclipse the immediate challenge before him. If his focus wavers, he may find himself unexpectedly ensnared by the cunning and experience of a former world champion, Parker. Thus, the fight becomes not just a physical contest, but an exploration of focus, resilience, and the ever-present tension between ambition and the present moment. My heart aligns with Parker, but my mind contemplates Dubois' aggression and power. Dubois by stoppage.